Hello my crafting friends, this is Yolanda from craftysentiments.com, and today's video is I want to do something really quick for Christmas because I have a lot of Christmas cards that I need to make. So I'm going to be using the Dashing Deer clear mount stamp set. Oh my goodness, it kind of looks plain and you might not know if you would really want it, but it is beautiful. I love that it has sentiments that goes along with it, decorative border, and a couple of the deer. And along with it is the detailed deer thinlet dies. Now you can purchase both of these together and save 10% on the bundle, or you can purchase them individually if you just want one of them. So look at all the dies that you get. You get multiples of the snowflakes, which is really nice. This is a thinlet, so it's going to cut out this particular shape, and these will cut out as well. But also this one will cut out by itself, so it doesn't coordinate with any stamp on there. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to pull this off because I'm going to use this particular die, and I'm going to move this out of the way. And on the stamp set, I'm going to be using the border, the deer, happiest Christmas wishes, and with appreciation. This sentiment: with appreciation for all you do, and for your year-round spirit of giving, and a little bitty flower there. So I'm going to use that. Let me set that aside. So let's go ahead and get started. I have a piece of cardstock, the thick Whisper White, cut at 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. So this is going to be a top folding card. So I can just go ahead and fold it over right now. I've cut it and I've scored it with my scoreboard, and I'm going to crease it. Next, I have 2 pieces of Gorgeous Grape. I am in love with this color. I'm going to have to try to make sure that I use other colors, because every time I look at what I'm going to use, I go back to the Gorgeous Grape because it is so pretty. I love it. At any rate, I have 2 pieces that are cut the same size, and they are cut at 4 by 5 1/2. I also have an envelope. You can't send anything out without an envelope. And I have 2 pieces of regular Whisper White cut at 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So I'm going to set that aside. So the first thing, let's go ahead and get some stamping done. I'm going to be using the Gorgeous Grape and Highland Heather. They kind of look really close, but one's lighter than the other, and you have to really play with your inks when you do get them, because sometimes, even though you stamp them, they may look really dark or really light. Sometimes they just need a while to dry, and the color will actually change a little bit from when you very first stamp it. So it may deepen or it may lighten, so give it a try so you can see exactly what you like. So what I'm going to do is, first with the I'm going to need the Whisper Whites. I'll move these out of the way. And the first one I'm going to do is the Gorgeous Grape. And I'm going to do the envelope first. No plain envelopes here. So I'm going to use a decorative border, ink it up, and I'm going to do it on the sides, right in the center. And we're going to do the other side. And one more, we're going to do it on the flap, on the bottom of the flap. Cute. Let's set that aside, and this aside as well. I'm finished with that. Now the next thing I want to do, I don't think I have my scrap paper out. I'm going to have to get a scrap sheet of paper. Hold on one second, let me go get that. I have a scrap piece of Whisper White that I'm going to stamp the deer on. And look at there. I always get ink on me. So I have the deer. I'm going to take the stamp pad to the stamp. And you just need it to be large enough to fit the stamp on, because we're going to cut it out with the Big Shot. cute. Now, I don't know if you can see this very well. Hopefully you can. There's a lot of texture inside of the deer already. Really, really pretty. So I'm going to set that aside and let that dry while I finish my stamping. So one of the sheets of Whisper White is going to be for the inside of the card. And I'm going to use the Gorgeous Grape again. And I'm going to stamp the sentiment right in the middle, closer toward the top. And I'll set that aside. And while I have the Gorgeous Grape out, I am going to do the sentiment at the bottom of this card, which will say, excuse me. Let me see what this one does say. Happiest Christmas wishes. And I'm going to do this in the bottom of the card, centered as best as we can. Okay, so that's all for the Gorgeous Grape. I'm going to set that aside. Now with these two, I'm going to use the Highland Heather. Oh, this is a new one and it's sticking. Oh, it's better. It was sticking something fierce earlier. And I'm just going to use this little little flower all around the card. First and second generation. And that's what I'm going to do for that one. And I'm going to do the same with this one. However, I'm going to kind of stamp off a little bit more. I want some of them very light. Now you can put as many as you or as few as you like. And that's it. That's all the stamping that we're going to do. Move that out of the way. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut out our deer. And if you have the you don't really need the precision base plate for this one. Magnetic plate would work well, but I don't have it over here with me. So I am going to stick it down. And you know what? I actually kind of prefer using like a tape. So I'm going to use some washi tape and hold it down in place and run this through the Big Shot. And I will be right back. So here we have it all cut out. Let me move that piece of washi tape out. Isn't that cute? So I'm going to set this aside over here with all the pile. And let's just put the card together now. That's about it. Excuse me. We'll need some snail adhesive. And we're going to layer it, center it as best we can. Because, you know, I'm not the best at it all the times. But that's all right. Here we go. And I didn't want a large border. That's why I went with the, an 1/8 of an inch as opposed to a whole. There we go. As opposed to 1/4 of an inch when I cut it, because I just didn't want a really big border. And as you see, you can sit down one day and just crank these out as many as you need. All you have to do is just change the colors up. You can add, oh, this is a little bit crooked. And pull that off. Try that again. There we go, that's a little bit better. Or did I cut it crooked? I may have cut it crooked. And now we're going to layer these on our card base. This goes on the inside, just like that. And this will go on the outside. And we'll center that. And next, last but not least, or almost last but not least, we will use some dimensionals. I think I'll use a couple of large ones at the bottom. And then a couple of small ones at the top, the mini dimensionals. They're the same height as the regular dimensionals, but they're just a little smaller in size. And we are just about done, my friends. I'm going to peel the paper backing off. You know, whenever you're on the camera trying to do something quickly, it never works out like that. And we're just going to center it. Give it a little dimension. And I think I'll put a little rhinestone. Now this would be really pretty if you add some wink Stella to it, or if you want to add ribbons to it. I'm not going to do any ribbons today. I think I'm just going to put one rhinestone for an eye. And there you have it, my friends. Quick and easy. And where's my envelope at? Oh, I'll put it over here. There's one. And here's the first one that I made. So there you have it. Quick and easy. Dashing Deer Christmas cards. You can reel them out. You can produce them as many as you want. Cut the pieces out while you're sitting down watching television or listening to the radio or something like that. Go ahead and crank these out, and you will have tons of cards ready for the holidays. So if you're interested in purchasing any of the items here, I'll have a link below stating all the information that you need to know, as well as information will be posted on my blog as well. If you like the video, I would love it if you give it a thumbs up, click share and subscribe, and leave me a comment. I love to hear from you. So thanks everyone for stopping by. This is Yolanda from CraftySentiments.com, and I'll be back real soon with another video for you. Have a great day.